Live. What's
Live.
going on, dude?
It's going great. What's going with you, man?
I did a great Facebook Live this morning, and the question is making money a state of mind? And I was struck by several things. I took the time to go outside. I got up early this morning, went outside. I ate breakfast out back with the birds chirping, overhead, and it was really nice. And a friend of mine who's he's a teenager, very young man, is a musician and has stuff on Spotify and is online and has a Patreon and he's working it, right? And he was like, should I get this course? And it was a link to a sales letter. I was so happy. And it was a sales letter about how to blow up how a musician can really blow up their Spotify account, right? And I was like, it was $39. I was like, this looks awesome. I would totally do this. And his response was kind of like, well, I don't have the money for it. And I was like, well, dude, promote your Patreon for 2 or 3 days and you'll have the money for it. Like, what? Like, come on. And I realized in that moment, the other day I was out for a run and I ran by my friend's house. I'm not going to mention him because it's a small town, but I ran by my friend's house and he has 2 kids. One's a boy, boy's older, one's a girl. She's a little younger. The girl was outside and I was like, what's up? And because I know her, and she's like, selling snacks. I'm like, yes, selling snacks in the middle of COVID. So I'm not saying that's the most sanitary thing to do, but what I am saying is that she was out there and her older brother wasn't, okay? And I saw the same thing with my kids last year where my younger daughter, Lightning, was like, I want to make some money because she wanted to buy something. And Torger was moving into his teenage time and he was kind of being grumpy and being inside and playing video games all the time. And so Lightning was like, I want to build a lemonade stand. And she conscripted her mother to help build a cardboard lemonade stand, went down to the convenience store, bought some lemons, bought a bag of sugar, brought them back, made the lemonade, and it sold out and it made money before my son had gotten out of bed in the morning. And so it's very interesting and made a profit at that, I want to point out. And it was like a hot day and she walked down to the street to the convenience store and made some money. And so often people overcomplicate the crap out of this and they try to pick the perfect business and they try to pick the perfect niche and they try to create the perfect business model and they try not to do anything wrong and they try not to look like an idiot and they never make any money, right? And I say take a lesson from kids. Just build a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did a really good... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, out of the mouths of babes, without a doubt is, they're unfiltered. They just say what they mean and they don't worry about it looking a certain way or not looking a certain way. So it's interesting for sure. I shared many a lesson that I've been schooled by Amy when she was like 2 or 3 years old.
That's right. So the title of today's live stream that we only have 8 more minutes to do because of technical difficulties earlier is called What Do You Sell? And I love to ask this question. What I found is that I'm getting better at small talk as I'm getting older. I'm getting more comfortable with it and more tolerant of it. As I was younger, I not only did I not like it, but I just couldn't stand it. I just couldn't stand it.
Not only did I not like it, but I couldn't stand it.
I just couldn't feel there's just like, as soon as I'd walk into an environment where small talk was around, I was done. I'd walk out. And so I can tolerate it more and play the small talk game a little bit better as I've been getting older. And it's just one of these. Why am I even talking about small talk? There's a reason. There's a really good reason.
What do you sell?
What do you sell? Small talk. That's it. Thanks for bringing it back to me. So the reason is because I found I like to hang out in groups of entrepreneurs, and I don't really like BS small talk. And so a really great question that you can use when you walk into a room of anyone to find out who are the cool people to talk to if you're an entrepreneur is, what do you sell? And ask it with a smile on your face, right? What do you sell, right? Because people are so taken aback when you ask them this, but it's not an aggressive question. It catches people off guard, and it actually causes them to think. And maybe they're an employee, and maybe they're an entrepreneur, and maybe they're a salesperson, and maybe they'll give you a snarky answer like hope or some crap like that, or maybe they will like actually tell you that they sell popsicles or whatever. But it's a really interesting conversation to have with people, especially entrepreneurs. And so I want to ask you, what do you sell? So we can talk about anything that we've sold.
The collective you or me you?
Well, right now I'm asking each and every one of our viewers to comment in the comments with what you sell. What do you sell? And Joshua and I are going to talk for a few minutes about what we sell. And Ben Evans says, can you two imagine what do you sell in Hollywood? I sure can. I've asked that at parties in Hollywood. It's great. It's great. You get all sorts of answers. Especially like rooftop private parties. So, Joshua, what do you sell? Or what have you sold? What are some of the things that you like to sell?
Well, generally, I sell connection, I sell validation, I sell reassurance, I sell the deeper, meaningful things of life that people really want. That's ultimately what I'm delivering. That's the connection point for me. Whatever it is that I happen, product or service that I happen to be attaching that to, but it's always comes back to those fundamental things: the desire or the need to be loved, to be worthwhile, to accept love, to, and all of the offshoots that come as a result of that, or not feeling like you have that, everything that plays off of that. And I find that the more that I do whatever it is that I'm doing, I mean, I learned early on that some people are really good at selling intangibles and some people are really good at selling tangibles. Yeah. I've always been an intangible kind of guy. So I gravitated towards, education, information type products, those types of things that needed that. But I also recognize that even selling that I'm really selling an intangible anyway. It's the feeling. Because people buy because they're emotionally engaged and they want to feel better. Whatever that is, they're looking to feel something different than what they're feeling prior to the purchase, and they want relief.
That's true.
So, at the end of the day, that's what I'm selling. It doesn't matter anything else really, as long as I can deliver on those needed or wants.
And so we have some cool responses in the comments as well.
Okay, I can't see them, so if you want to, if you're in the admin and you can click on them and put them on the screen, I can see them then.
Yeah. I don't know if I can actually do that or not. Maybe I can. I
saw that there's a function there in Restream.
What did I just do? Did I just destroy everything? No. Oh, I think I actually I think I just blocked Ben Evans, who was like. Who apparently knows us both. If I blocked
I remember you, Ben very much.
I'm really sorry if I just blocked you, dude. You had all these comments, and now I can't see them. I'm sorry. If that and Patongo. Well, so Ben Evans. Yes, I am Shafran Knudson. What do you sell, Ben? I'm very curious. Patongo is awesome. I was introduced to Patongo by Danny Frank, who was my assistant and old friend from college. And Patongo sells this amazingly powerful jewelry, just absolutely stunningly beautiful. I'm not sure if you make it all or if you import it or what your deal is, but it's amazing. And I would love to see you actually use some of the marketing. Like, I've known about you for years because I have one of your rings that I asked Danny to pick up once when we went to New York City. And so awesome. And so I would love it if you started like doing really good marketing, Patongo. You're super smart and super creative. We should talk about that if you want to. Anyway, Mohammed sells leads to the insurance industry and car parts to people that like to customize their cars. Nice, Mohammed. Awesome. Well, guess what, everybody? We got a late start on today's live stream, and we actually have a live interactive Q&A call here in the next few minutes, in 1 minute, for our NPOD students. And so we need to jump, and we will try to be more timely in our 11 a.m. start time tomorrow as we get our new tech worked out and functional in the right way. So sorry for the short stream today. Hopefully you found it valuable. Definitely let us know what you sell in the comments if you haven't already. And finally, if you want to get great at email marketing, type "I love email" into the comments, and we will send you a link to the Art of Email Marketing Facebook group, the single largest collection of the smartest email marketers alive. So we'd love to see you there. Over and out.
See you
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye-bye.